I don't know if you've ever had one of those weeks that are just absolutely jam-packed, and not that I'm complaining at all. Like, I've literally been doing a lot of really cool stuff, been having a lot of fun, a lot of summertime fun with the kids, taking them to the pool and spending a lot of time outside. So anyway, and also apparently running from bacon there in this case. Now, hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Brian, if you happen to be new, and this is another New World video. That's what I cover here, and I'm more and more excited every day about the future of New World. And right now I'm on the PTR. I have not had a lot of time to actually spend with the PTR over the last week because A, they delayed it, and then B, when it came out, I was scheduled. I had other things, other husbandly and fatherly duties to do. And so I thought I'd sit down today, kind of give you some thoughts, especially as it relates to controllers, as it relates to the future of New World, as it relates to my overall excitement for Summer Games Fest, which kicks off tomorrow. I've got a doctor's appointment. I was planning on covering it live. Sorry, guys, that I won't be live because I was really hoping to hang out with you. But just note, I'm going to be coming home to most likely a lot of information, and I'm going to speculate an expansion announcement, of which I think we all know the expansion is coming, but trailer, more information. What do we got going on here? So note that is one aspect. But I'm going to jump on the PTR today and kind of talk to you about some of the changes they made for Season 2, what I'm really looking forward to, and I love the surprises. I love the little things that they do that you really don't either pick up in a patch notes or that you end up, just seeing until they don't tell you until it's here. And obviously, like right now, Summer Medley Fest is going on. So like if I pull up just the general map, you'll see like the different, tournament fishing spots, etc. So I've been having fun testing out fishing. Still a little bit more to go and to do. And that's something that I really enjoy in this game. If for some reason is fishing. All right. There's no beating around the bush. You guys have probably already heard about the UI, but holy smokes, like the new UI is absolutely fantastic. In fact, I went onto the live server just to compare side by side in my own mind, and I was like, this is a massive upgrade. It brings me so much joy to see the UI, but I want to talk about it because this also feels very much it getting set up for controller support, which we know is coming. Scott, the developer, the lead, the head, the captain, Captain Scott, talked about it on the Studio Loop podcast that controller support's coming. It was coming, and the team working on it was the team that was doing the gear set storage. This is kind of a perfect segue. If you guys have not seen, under the key bindings, you can now key bind different gear set options and equipment sets. And this is great. This is absolutely fantastic. And clearly you can also see for the key bindings, they've also updated this. Visually, everything in the UI, especially in terms of the font and how it all plays out, I don't know how you feel about it personally, but I'm absolutely loving it. It feels way more responsive. It feels way more visually entertaining. Now, let's talk about a little bit of a bummer, a little bit of a miss, if you will, and this is just my personal constant feedback, is that here I am, level 60, and down at the bottom, no XP, no character XP progression going on. We do know that you get season progression by getting player XP, and I'm going to continue to advocate that there should be some kind of, aptitude system for when your character's at 60. Now, obviously, we'll learn from the expansion if they decide to level up the level cap, and personally speaking, I hope that isn't something that we see all the time. I think leveling up the level cap can work in certain situations, but it can also have detrimental effects if you go too fast, too far, too soon. And maybe we can make a dedicated video out of that in the future. But I think here, when you're just kind of looking at the overall flow, like you can almost in a way see that from updates, everything here looks updated except for when we go into the map section here on the right hand side. It looks like they're maybe still are working on some of these these views, these states, if you will. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But it definitely feels way more responsive. It does feel way more enjoyable to look at. And I think essentially this is just the initial thought I had was, as my voice decides to fail me, the initial thought that I had is like, oh, this looks like it's going to be way easier for them to then build this, and build that, layer on that controller support as well. So I'm quite impressed with how they've done it. Now, let's talk and call back other previous feedback. The modes still has the leaderboards. This is a little silly in my opinion. I think leaderboards, because they apply to more than just these modes, need to be split out into its own section, or honestly, it could be just fine under like your character section if you want to put leaderboards right here. This seems like it would make more sense either as its own thing or here. Now, the social menu also does not appear to be massively updated, but it's now a part of this in a unique way. It kind of stands out a little bit better. I can see it. I think that the social and maybe the upgraded group finder will be coming in here at some point, hopefully soon. I do hope that this gets another pass, because we've, like if anybody who's worked with the friends list and more has seen all of that happen as well. And then in terms of the company, it's still leveled, capped at 100 members. They have talked about those things getting upgraded and so much more. So it's going to be nice to see. But obviously, we're excited for some of the kind of the speculation, rumors, and whatnot as to the upgrades to the company quests and things that as a company we can be working towards. I think that's going to be really good to see. So it's kind of funny. Fishing, the changes seem nice. I'm going to have to spend some more time with it. UI absolutely crushes it. This game is going to be so much better when it has that native controller support. And I've heard your feedback, a lot of feedback coming in, and updated controller guides to work on, the fact we got season 2 and navigating these things. But I haven't spent too much time on the PTR leveling this up yet. So I'll kind of hold off on judgment and my reservations for it. But it seems like in terms of the activity card, some of these things seem a little bit much more enjoyable to go in and capture as we kind of re-roll and get a whole new list of things to kind of consider and check out themselves. So personally, very happy. I'm, obviously really excited to see more about what they have, because we're also going to get the social UI of the raid system. There's so many things that are still not yet on the PTR that I'm excited to kind of more or less go hands-on with. That raid UI, checking out the new fight, and so much more. But guys, I don't want to waste anybody's time. I thank you for letting me ramble at you for a few minutes, because I think it's important. I wanted to sit down today and just say wow, this game is just getting even more beautiful by the moment, and I like these little surprises, and I hope that they have a couple more on the way. We'll have to keep playing around with the PTR, and obviously tomorrow being Summer Games Fest, I do wonder if we'll get the kind of the traditional Thursday PTR update, and if they put out anything that's significance, I'll be sure to share with you, and I'll share with you guys any thoughts about what they announce as soon as I can tomorrow as well. So thanks guys for hitting that subscribe button. We just crossed over 14,000 subscribers here, and it really does mean the world to me. And I will hopefully be bringing back the community game days, which where we kind of sit down, play, have fun, talk, chat about life, and so much more here in the near future, now that we're trying to get to a more normal schedule now that the baby's 6 weeks old. So anyway, thanks guys for the love, the support, for just being here, and I love you guys, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. But until then, take care.